Hello?
Hello?
I still have to send the videos in the chat. I'll do that once I'm done, I guess. Um I just wanted to go over my slideshow, I guess. Um yeah. I did everything. It's like a rough draft. I did everything except for the conclusion. Um but I just tried to follow like a normal format. So uh, can you see the
Yes.
sorry, let me close the door. Okay, so I started like I'm basically what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have these slides and then I have 10 minutes to present to give my presentation with these slides. And then in a few more weeks, there's a like you're familiar with trifolds, right? Or
Mhm.
I have to create one of those uh, in a few weeks and do that. So, but yeah, this is the I just went to purpose first. Originally, I didn't have this, but I realized that if I was going to jump into Casimir effect in theory, they would probably have no idea what I was trying to do. So
Mhm.
I just like gave my hypothesis, what the project's going to be about. Um, I guess. I mean, I'm open to any feedback, anything. I this is a completely rough draft. So
C should be capital, Casimir effect.
yes, I should make this capital if everything else is. Okay.
Maybe in the third point, say that it is expected, it is known
Okay.
that the plates should converge together or attract. That's the word converge is.
Converge isn't really the word to use.
Yeah, probably not. People
Okay.
might be confused. Yeah,
Um,
it's not a wrong terminology. It's just,
I'm just trying to say like they come in contact with each other just to make it easy. So
yeah. No, that's okay. You can stick to that. But I'm just
I'll,
saying,
yeah, yeah, I'll change. I'll find something. Oh,
purpose of
no, I'll find something for that.
okay. This is good.
All right. So then I decided it's good to give background information. So I made a slide about the Casimir effect. Um,
Mhm.
is this the same kind? Okay, it is. All right.
C again is capital. You should acknowledge the source if you're.
Yeah. I'm gonna the 16th slide. I haven't made it yet. It's a bibliography. Um,
It's
you,
very crucial. Otherwise, especially in school projects, it's taken very seriously.
yeah, I know about the
Anywhere it's taken
yeah,
seriously, but even taking from the internet is taken very seriously.
right.
So make
Absolutely.
sure you give all the Don't forget that.
Yeah, of course.
Like I noticed that you have been forgetting things and not being very responsible. So this is something that can hurt you. Okay, so don't forget.
Yeah.
Don't write the first two sentences. I don't think it's relevant.
Okay.
No, not that, not that, not that. In the second column, sorry.
From here.
Yeah, until the I mean, discuss this more in terms of fluctuations. So like in water, there are surface waves, which is a noise.
Yeah.
So you say that in vacuum, the noise corresponds to the creation and annihilation of particles.
Okay.
Is that clear? So the vacuum is not perfect vacuum, like a surface is a perfect surface, right? So it's a valley, and so vacuum not perfect. A quantum vacuum is not. Yeah, a quantum vacuum is imagined as a fluctuations created by creation and annihilation of particles.
Okay.
Quantum vacuum, make sure if you write that quantum vacuum.
Quantum vacuum. Okay.
Yeah. And describe it, so that will connect with your experiment better.
Yeah, I'll do that. I just wrote notes, so I can do it after.
Okay. So, next.
I should probably find a different word than theory, but
C again, capital.
yeah.
There is no apparent in that third paragraph in the first column. Calculating the force in this experiment.
Yeah.
There's no apparent right there.
Yeah.
The first equation in energy can be ignored. Immediately write it as eta times summation. So why write summation inside and then take it outside? Easier.
Okay. All right. I'll
You can say where eta is a constant. Instead of since eta is a constant, you can say where eta is a constant.
okay. I'll just go back and fix it after.
And where eta should be in math mode, right? Mathematics.
Sorry?
Where eta should be mathematical, right? It's a symbol. You don't write it as a word.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right.
Right. And the velocity is not m dependent. So
Oh, I understand. Okay. All right. I'll put a box on it.
Not angular momentum, has units of angular momentum.
Okay.
So you mean you will correct it, right? That's what you're.
Yeah, I'm bolding or like putting boxes on anything. I'll correct after. So
It is lambda m, not lambda wavelength. It is lambda subscript m, right? Because you have not introduced m anywhere. Lambda alone. E is just energy. Don't write potential energy. Just being more correct.
probably trying to do that.
E also should be italicized.
E should be italicized. Okay.
Yeah, because in the equation it is italicized. So you have to
Yeah.
keep consistent. Okay.
So this was the slide I just threw in to make it, I guess. I figured they wouldn't
It's
be.
too many numbers, but probably it's okay. So
I won't really. I mean, I'm not gonna go through the proof. I'm just gonna like put it there, and
yeah.
I'll just briefly cover, I guess.
Is that really called Ramanujan summation?
Yeah,
Okay.
I should do that.
Really, you couldn't get the actual sine graph? That's okay. You couldn't plot the actual sine wave?
Oh, like that.
Hand drawn, right? But that's okay. Don't worry.
I mean, I can. I guess.
It's okay. It doesn't look bad at all. So that's not an important. It's not priority.
And then I like put. You're probably another. In the third column, I put that little graph because I mean, I think that graph was what allowed me to understand how.
Good. Very good. Okay. Do you mean lambda over? Probably not. Okay, this is okay.
Oh, by the way, can I like? I'm having trouble sending you the videos because they're all like a few minutes long. Um, could I like instead send you like the screenshot of like beginning and end? Would that work? Or do you want to see the?
No, I would like to see the video. Put it on Dropbox or something. Is that not, or Google Drive, whatever you'd use?
Google Drive. I'll try using Google Drive.
Yeah, try that. I mean, I think typically those things work pretty well these days. So I mean, if it's not there, I don't mind, but it'll help me to assess what it is, because you said it is vaguely not moving. So I don't know what you mean by that. So it'll help me perceive what it is. Yeah.
I think the main problem is just the amplitude. Also, I think the amplitude is the main thing of the waves. I think it needs more amplitude.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just it helps to.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'll send them. Yeah,
And I can make my own opinion, right then.
I'll give you the Google Drive thing.
A should be italicized. Somewhere you're italicizing it, somewhere you're not. So be consistent.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
So Ramanujan summation S should be capital. I think it should be small.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
This is a true statement, lose potential energy, but try to say that a system will always try to minimize energy.
That's probably better. Yeah.
So it is more clean.
Thing is, I don't think a lot of people do physics projects. Because I have a lot of friends in science fair, or I know a bunch of people, and I've never heard of anyone but me doing a physics project.
So you are kind of a outlier.
I mean, no, there's definitely people, like multiple people from, I mean, just our school alone that will do physics, but it's not really common. More people tend to do like chemistry and I mean math and computer science is very common.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, and it's also because like even when people do uh, projects in physics, I've noticed it is mostly demonstration, like you show something out. An experiment is less common. And it is also, you come up with a drawback also that less people understand these stuff. So for example, most of the time in high school fairs,
Yeah,
the judges are mostly volunteering
right.
for
Yeah.
that. So it's possible that unless you make it very nice or take extra effort to make it, try to connect with them, they might not be able to judge you just because they did not get the point.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I tried to make mine simple. I mean, by itself, it's really not that complicated. I
Mhm.
don't think, but I mean, it just goes into like I'll send you my recorded presentation once I do it, and that I'm gonna try to make it as like I'm explaining it to a 5-year-old, pretty much.
Yeah, this is good. Like do your best, I think. Yeah. Again, be consistent with
Yeah,
italicizing. That's
the A and the E, I guess.
yeah.
All right. I always copy them from Desmos, I think. I
Oh,
like I write the equation into Desmos, like you can see
makes
here,
sense. Yeah.
and I like screenshot that and put in here. But
Okay. Try using LaTeX if you want to learn something. So,
yeah, I was experimenting with that too. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Okay. Next page.
it's the same.
Maybe in the title, hydrophilic was continued, kind of. Yeah. In bracket, continued. It's up to you. That's not important. Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
typically.
yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I mean, it is different though. I guess source hydrophone. But yeah, this slide, the last slide, and the next slide look a bit different. If you look at the three graphs, I put one of them a little bit to the right.
To fit in.
And it was fitting in. They were just like completely cramming into each other, and like it just looked very like it didn't really look good to have like the dotted line going perfectly straight down. So I just push that to the right a little bit.
Yeah. It's sort of looking good in the sense that typically it is very professional to do this on proper plots.
Right.
But since they're kind of neat, so it is good actually. So it is slightly different from what I am used to usually.
Yeah.
And it is kind of is nice. Yeah.
Plus, I've also found that the simpler is the better, I guess,
Yeah, yeah.
with these, right?
And be consistent with the fonts. It has to do with the visual pleasing effect.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it's like saying if you have a spelling mistake in your essay, it gives a wrong impression to the person who is reading it, right?
yeah,
Gives a negative impression, sort of, not necessarily, but usually goes down. Or people, it's a red mark kind of.
yeah,
Similarly, in math, the fonts should be the same. So, for example, in the plugging in the results, one is bold and then it got lighter. And those change in fonts really strike out. And for someone who is used to reading these equations and articles, it really feels odd, kind of. It may
yeah.
not, I mean, if someone is careful, the judges should not make opinion on that. That should not affect you, but still, it's just elegance.
Sure. Yeah.
It's something with a little care, you can fix it.
Would this be? Oh,
I think you said you write this in Desmos and copy it, right? Do the
yeah.
same thing with that, then it will be the same, right?
Wait.
Don't do it partial.
Okay.
Do everything from that, including the A that you write, right?
Yeah, I'll make sure I do that.
Because different softwares have different fonts
Yeah, okay.
or different default fonts. Again, try to minimize energy.
Yes. I need to fix that too. Okay.
Okay.
Same thing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. So this, I think it must be the same. Yeah, you can proceed here. Okay, show me the 2 slides behind
I mean, I
hydrophobic
wasn't
hydrophilic.
sure how to say this. This is probably
Can
my
you,
first iffy
before
slide.
that, yeah, before that, can I go 2 slides back? I want to check
Because
something.
I figured I had to have something about how I was getting this frequency that I kept referring to.
Can I go 2 slides back before I start this? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Neil? Cannot. I think you are not able to hear me.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. No.
What happened? Hello?
I can't hear you. No. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I cannot hear you. I don't know.
Hello? 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 Yeah, my microphone seems to be okay. I think my end, check your end.
I can't understand. Can you hear me? Or
Yes.
okay. I mean,
Hello?
I can't really hear anything.
Okay, let me log out and get in, maybe.
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
If I call you on the phone and then I can share with the on the computer screen, would that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do I have what? Oh, I have. Yeah, I'm not used to using. Yes, good point. Yeah. Okay. See. Okay. Can you say something? Yeah, I think I can hear you. Okay. Can you go 2 slides back? That energy, that the third column, first equation, the bar for the fraction is only under nu, so there is a confusion as if that is a negative sign when I am seeing it. So it might be misleading because that plays an important role. Okay. You can, yeah, you can go back to the, yeah, you were saying something about this. Can you tell me again? Oh, I see, I see. Yes, so what you can say is that our goal is to see the effect of noise. Then we have noise for our purposes will be an infinite a bandwidth of frequencies of infinite extent. That means all frequencies, each with equal amplitude. Okay, think of music where you have all the tones playing with the same amplitude everywhere. So that's what is noise. Okay, but practical limitations do not allow us to go for an infinite extent. So we decided to pick a characteristic frequency which is decided by the length of the tank, and we went 10 times above that frequency and 10 times below. Is that clear? I can send you the recording also so that you can listen to it again. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then you can say that this is a program that I used to. So this is a simple algorithm we use to generate it in Mathematica, yeah. And credit it to Mathematica, yes. Like I think all this is usually not so, I mean, it becomes less necessary in a more technical journal because it's okay. But I think I've noticed that in high school they take it very seriously. So exactly. Yeah, you remember that. Yeah. So that's why that is exactly what I have in mind when I'm trying to point out. So don't forget it. I mean, he apparently had forgotten to do something. I think that's what. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Looks like, okay, good, yeah. Maybe it will help to have this setup in the beginning, because all through, otherwise there is too much of abstractness, right? Have a picture in the beginning so that they give a feel for what you're doing. Like then they can have a visual feel for what is going on. Yeah. So who was helping you? You're a group of people, or it's only you, or? Oh, okay. Coding. What is the coding needed for this? Coating. Coating. Yeah, yeah. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah. But now no one from the school, right? Okay. I see. I see. Okay. So hydrophilic coating was gypsum tape, I see. The hydrophobic. Go ahead. Mhm. Yeah. But see, there is this challenge the moment you do that, because like I was thinking about it later in the evening after talking to you, because then you're disturbing the background. Like in an experiment, always you keep everything fixed. Correct. So then you suddenly changed your environment. So that will be criticized also. What you could, I mean, I would like to see what happens. I mean, what you can do is keep everything same, the result, everything. Yeah, you tried this, but you did not want to take it into consideration because it is changing the environment. And I want to pay more thought into this before I conclude anything. So that might be a more appropriate thing to do than immediately change the setup, even if it gives you some nice results. Be careful, because changing the environment is again and not scientific. So how do you remove this? So that is this coating you can remove and put it back, or how does it work? Or do you have different buckets? So it was the same bucket that was used? Like you took a bucket, put gypsum tape, did the experiment, removed the bucket, put what's the other one, Teflon tape, and you redid the experiment, or did you have two buckets? Like what I'm seeing is that a bucket or is that a subwoofer? I don't know. Uh-huh. Oh, that's a flowering pot. I'm thinking of it as a bucket. Yeah. Got it. Okay. So what I meant was it was the same flowering pot that was used again and again, right? So when you say you're coating it, you're coating only the plates. And they are the same plates that are being coated, or you have independent plates, you just hang them. Oh, okay. So you didn't have independent plates with the independent ones? That's okay. Yeah. Yeah. And how big are these plates? So that's a big flower pot, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And how deep is the water surface from the subwoofer? Like how high is the depth, or what is the depth? So the plates just barely immerse themselves. And some of it is outside and some of it is inside. Okay, good. Yeah, I think that's better to do. So all parts were recorded. So you took video recording of all the actual movements. Yeah. So was coated with liquid sealant. Okay. So how would you do this if you had more time and more money? So commercial shaker for what? What do they shake? Uh-huh. I see. Yeah, that's why I was thinking that you might find it here or in a university close to your place. Right? Yeah, but all that requires a lot of planning and be much clearer on this. Yeah, this is more like a fun project. Yeah. So yeah, good. Mhm. Oh, that's your system, huh? Okay, so this is data. Yeah. Good. So this is hydrophilic and hydrophilic. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. Huh, nice. So why is the before one in philic and hydrophobic having waves in it? Okay. Yeah, that might give some, it might mislead the judges a little bit, so be careful. Yeah, or at least write it there that the image was, or instead of before, a little after, right? Something like that. So otherwise, yeah, okay. Do mention in your presentation that since this was a positive negative effect, the role of data was unusual and error analysis is unusual in this. So, yeah. Did you coat it on both sides of the plate, or so was it only on the inside? So maybe you want to mention that clearly. Like, yeah. Like whatever you said, I mean, you should say it honestly that it was not very clear what to do. And that might be important because the surface of the flower pot is close by. So that might play an important role, but at least make it clear so that in a later analysis, you know what you did. Right. So it will help you to note that down. Okay. Maybe you can say there were a few sources of error we could or yeah, no, let it stay as you said it. Yeah, that's good. 0 to infinity, right? Somewhere you should write that showing repulsion in this Casimir analog is fairly new, like fairly novel. I mean, one might argue that somewhere here and there it has been mentioned by others, but I don't think it has been so clearly done, if I'm not wrong, correct? We had a discussion on this, but somewhere say that, I mean, it might sound like boasting, but at the same time, you want to be polite about it. But it doesn't come out that it's anything new here. So that might put value to it, right? Like here you say that most demonstration of the first of the experiment was done using this. But somewhere there you should say that this is somewhere here or anywhere, I don't know. Yeah, maybe somewhere in the beginning, yeah. Okay. What was the characteristic wavelength of your tank? Like the lambda that or frequency that we calculated? So 0.508, right? Yeah, but is that different for your flower pot? Is that not 5.508? So it's in meters, right? Half a meter, probably not, right? So this will change, right? So did you try changing your N then? Because if did you use exactly this program to get the frequencies? Like, okay. Okay. That's another thing you could do, that if you have the ability, like change that, and because that is a good possibility that it's not really getting activated. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is fine. I'm just curious. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, good. Mhm. Yeah, good. Good. Yeah. Couple of things after your presentation. If you are willing, present this to the few people you had, like Dustin and others in the group that we had, that I think I'm sure they will like it. And you present it in Spix also after your presentation. Yeah. Okay. No, it doesn't have to be in this 2 weeks. I mean, it can be 1 month, 2 months, but I would like it to be presented. That would be great. Like, so, as a, yeah, that will really help. Yeah, good. Okay, good. I mean, I think this is, at least there is a version for you to present, but yeah, I mean, whatever you do, good. Yeah, send me the videos, it will help, and send a copy to Prachi also. Yeah, doesn't it work by you put the thing in the drive and then invite people out there? You can invite Prachi Masi and me, right? That is all that is needed. You don't have to do anything else. Correct? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, good. Good work. Yeah, all the best. Yeah. Bye. Yeah.